Hey David, why do so many factories avoid difficult developments?
It's a good question. I think for most of the factories, they are quite afraid of the difficult things, especially new yarns, new development, special techniques, something they have never tried before. It's mainly because they are really afraid of costing. When it comes to something new, it means you have to try many times, and sometimes you couldn't expect if it's a good result or a bad result. And for factories, they always want to invest in something which they are 100% sure they can get some margin out of the project. So if anything is unsure, I think they wouldn't want to invest in anything like this. So the difference between us as a supplier and other factories is because we fully understand the benefit for any new development. Of course, we will face a lot of fails and we need to try many times. For example, I have made experiment on the boiled wool 2 years ago, and we almost tried at least 6 months. And then we spent at least $20,000 in this project. And at the end, we get really nice products. But also we're facing a lot of problems in productions. For example, the wastage. Many of the garments, when they produced, they are defected pieces, and many of them are out of tolerance in measurements. And then also delivery has been affected, caused by the long production leading time. And we also paid a lot of the air freight cost for our customers. So for many of the factories, actually, they cannot accept this kind of loss. And that's why they wouldn't want to invest in any of this kind of new techniques development. If they think there's a risk behind it, they always want to do something simple. Even the margin is lower, but they prefer they can earn something out of it and something they can have the control. They are really afraid of the risk, and they don't want to spend time and energy or costing on anything they are unsure. But for us, I think we are really interested in developing all these kind of new techniques, knitting techniques, new yarns. That's why we're also always facing a lot of problems every day, because we try many new things at the same time. For many of the new yarns, we have to make 3 lots, 5 lots, which is quite normal. Once we develop one yarn, and once I saw the first watch, I already need to throw that 20 kilos away, and we need to make another lot. For some samples, even we spent a few $100s in the sampling. If the sample doesn't come out nice, we have to forget about it. And that kind of cost for us, if we count in RMB, it's like millions per year. But I really believe as a new company, as a good company, as a modern company, you really need to invest a lot into this kind of new development, because that's the drive for the future growth. And that's also why the customer need to rely on you, because they want to see something new, they want to see something different from the market offering. And I think it's also a very big responsibility for the supplier to develop something new for the market, instead of everything leading by the brands or customers. In general, I also believe the more difficult thing is more valuable for the future. Maybe not in the short terms, but in long terms, usually the more difficult thing is more valuable thing to do. So if you have anything more difficult, more innovative, and more risks, you are very welcome to discuss with us. We are Spreadlit. We only make men's knitwear.